be candy.
Where's the bag? Lady, you put candy.
That would be weird.
All right, let's get quiet and write down 3 questions and 1 compliment. Okay, lady.
Okay.
We are ready for you, lady.
Now raise your hand if you've heard of Cleopatra before. Now most of you guys have probably heard about her because of Julius Caesar, but many people don't take into account that she had a very interesting life too. So here's some background information. So she was an Egyptian pharaoh, and she became pharaoh at the age of 18. And she took the throne when she was 18, and she took it from her brother. Oh, Cleopatra was important because she was the last queen of Egypt. She was a powerful woman, and because she protected Egypt from Rome from becoming part of the civilization. My first question is, how did Cleopatra die? Most people think that she died because a cobra bit her, but it's actually not been proven. A lot of people say that Octavian might have actually murdered her, and some people say that she drank a poison concoction to kill herself too. How did Cleopatra become a queen? Second question. So she was part of a dynasty, and a dynasty is basically like a generation of rulers. So when her father died, he left the throne to her and her brother, but her brother didn't want to rule with her, so he overthrew her out of Alexandria. So Cleopatra needed to retaliate against him, so she joined forces with Julius Caesar, and they overthrew him and ended up killing him, so she became the next in line. My third question is, what was her relationship with Mark Antony? Now, after Julius Caesar, there was like an empty space in her heart, but Mark Antony came in, and it was truly based on power, but they soon fell in love with each other, married, and they had twins. But then Mark Antony left her for Octavia, but he really, like, soon after, a few months later, he realized that he liked Cleopatra better. But when he had returned, it had been rumored that Cleopatra had died, and he couldn't take it, so he killed himself, and some say that he even died in Cleopatra's arms. Next question. What is Cleopatra's ethnicity? Some people, well, this is an obvious question that she's Egyptian, but she's actually Persian, Macedonian, and part Greek. And some historians have actually said that she might have been the color of a modern African American, because after all, Egypt is in Africa. But this has not been proven yet, since most paintings she is shown as an Egyptian woman rather as a modern African American. Cleopatra in the modern world. So she influenced the modern world because she was the few pharaohs to speak a bunch of languages, and she brought that language to Egypt. And since then, there's been books about her, movies, and even a play written by William Shakespeare. In conclusion, Cleopatra was important because she protected Rome. She was a very powerful woman, and if she hadn't been alive, Rome and Egypt could have been in danger. The reason for this is because Julius Caesar had an alliance with Cleopatra, and that's basically what got him killed because he was getting too powerful. So if Cleopatra had never been alive, he would have never formed an alliance, and the people of Rome might have never decided to kill him. So he could have been ruling, and today there could have been a tyrannical government in Rome today. And those are my citations. I only have one. Oh, and here's my model. So this is like my representation of Cleopatra in like a 3D model. And so she was very powerful, and she wore a lot of gold on herself. And she had a lot of tattoos, actually. I'm going to try to recreate those. She actually had really long black hair, and she would wear something over her neck like that. And it was more like a flask. And she would always have like these long, beautiful dresses. And she was like really fancy all the time.
Is there candy in her?
No.
Why not?
Because I didn't want to have to clean it all up.
Clean it all up? We're kids. We're going to clean it up.
Huh?
Can I keep her?
No.
I'm going to fill it up.
Okay, nice model. Let's ask some questions about Cleopatra. What questions do you have about Cleopatra? So she had a lot of tattoos. Like, do you know what the tattoos were of, or like why she had tattoos?
I think she had a snake to symbolize power and purity. She also had a bunch of spirals and like Aztec signs, which meant it was like an emblem of her family. That's why. Julian?
Do you know how Egypt fell after like her rule?
After she fell, there was really no ruler, and so some of the people from Rome came and took Egypt into their civilization. But she did keep Rome protected, Egypt separate from Rome for a very long time. After she died, there was really no more rulers. Jerry?
How old was she when she died?
30, I think she was 36.
And you said that she had multiple ancestries from different countries. So, which languages did she speak, or did she just speak one language?
She spoke 5 different languages. She knew how to speak Persian, Macedonian, Greek. I think she might have spoken Latin and one other language. I don't know. She was a descendant from Alexander the Great's soldier, and he was Greek, so that's why she knows how to speak Greek.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Well done. What impressed you the most about Lainey in her presentation?
You look like you practice a lot because you didn't even look at anything.
Okay, thank you. Gage?
You never stopped looking at the audience and you had a very loud, clear voice.
Yeah, you hardly ever looked down at your notes. I didn't see you look at your notes even once. You were so well informed. You were just telling us about Cleopatra, and you know your stuff. And you made it exciting. I could tell you were excited about this topic, and you made us excited about it too. Well done.
I'm excited for this candy in it.
I was gonna, but I didn't want to clean it up.
Don't clean it up.